the Ask Me Anything session. My name is Shekhar Suman. I'm the CEO and Managing Director at Biotechnica, and today is the first day. This is a informal interaction with all of you where I want to really connect to each one of you. I want to answer all your questions. Okay. And today we have started with the first question, which we have received from Shiva. And he says that he has qualified JRF and want to get into NCCS Pune. And he wants some interview tips. So first pointer for you, Shiva, is you need to do a background check on the project investigator or the people whom you're going to join. Okay. And so that you know what is the research going on, what kind of papers they've published, what kind of work is going on. If you are thorough with that, then that itself will give you a hint about the technical round, what they may ask you. Okay. And then you can reverse engineer it, work on it, study on those topics. Very important thing, whenever you go, communication skills, be confident, and make sure that you leave a lasting impression, because there are more than 300 people who will probably apply for that position. So when you apply for a JRF or a PhD there, they should remember you. Okay. So for that, you need to be outspoken, but you should not be too loud and overconfident. So that you have to strike a balance between overconfidence and confidence. And coming to the technical side, look at what kind of research is going on, what kind of papers they have published, what kind of who are the project investigators or the guides or people who in the interview panel. If you can get a beforehand idea, what kind of profile they have. Accordingly, you can prepare for the technical round. I hope this gives you a idea about the summary of it. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, there's a question from anonymous attendee. I'll prefer if you guys mention your name, because that will be easy for me to relate to. So yeah, question from anonymous attendee is BTech plus foreign masters PhD. Okay, so let's look at this. BTech is an engineering degree, and after that, if you want to go for a foreign masters, make sure that it is engineering background. Okay, it's not something like pure science. It won't help you. No matter whether you are in pure science or whether you are into an engineering degree, always go for applied science in your master's or PhD. Okay, when you go for that, because applied science is the future. Okay, and interdisciplinary subjects, interdomain subjects are going to be the future. Okay, and anything which relates to computer, jump in. Okay, anything relates into computers, jump in, because when you sit on the shoulders of computer science, and do research in biology, your scope increases, your chance of getting employability increases. Okay, so that's that for okay, Rajendra, good morning, good evening. And Bhagyashree, how to make a resume for biotechnology fresher? What's the percentage of chances of getting a job? Okay, so Bhagyashree, to answer your question, Bhagyashree, how to make a resume for biotechnology fresher? The first things first, create a visual resume. First point. Okay. First point, create a visual resume. Second point, remember that your skill sets are highlighted. Okay. On the top, just below your name, you can mention keywords or skill set. Okay, and mention whatever you have earned as a certification or a postgraduate diploma or internship, whatever you have learned, those keywords you mention. Because basically, when I'm going to give you this course which I'm working on right now, that's called Insider Tricks to Get into Biopharma Industry, you will learn there this exact thing, that nowadays there's no human who is going to go through your resume. It's a software, because they're getting thousands of resume per day. So the software will go through the keywords. So the moment you mention your keywords, your chances of getting highlighted into the ATS or the applicant tracking system is higher. So that's the second thing. So first is visual resume. Second is keywords. The third important thing, be very specific and clear with your motto. Don't just mention to become a part of the organization where I can utilize my talent for the best of the organization. That's too generic. Be specific. Okay, so suppose you're applying into a molecular biology company, change your objective according to the molecular biology company. If you're applying for a microbiology, change your objective accordingly, and you need to be a bit creative. Okay, and that will help you. Now, coming to the percentage chances of getting job, see, if you've done your internships, if you have done your certifications and a lot of other hands-on skills training, your chances improves. Okay, however, there is still a question: why would somebody take a fresher compared to experience? And many people fail in this because they don't know the answer. The answer is freshers. Industry prefers freshers, skilled freshers, because they come cheap. They can hire you at a lower salary than the experienced one, right? And that is the benefit they get. So that is the reason your chances of getting hired is higher than an experienced guy, because the experienced guy will expect 20 lakhs, you will expect 6 lakhs per annum. So that is where the industry, if you have the skill set, they'll take you. Okay, so I think that answers your question, Bhagyashree. Now coming to the next question, any tips for microbiology freshers searching for job? Okay, Priyanga Babu. I hope I'm spelling your name correctly. So Priyanga, here is some things which I just now told for biotechnology. Same things apply for microbiology also. On the top of it, there I see a lot of microbiology related jobs on Biotechnica, as well as other places also like LinkedIn. So my suggestion to you is get hands-on, because microbiology is all about hands-on, right? Whether you want to get into QA, QC or any type, okay, start with an internship or a hands-on, or and be very, very clear with your theory part. Okay, many freshers, they have experience of hands-on, but the moment during interview they'll not ask you to go do a QA and show, but first there'll be a theory part, right, in the interview. So you have to be very thorough with your theory part, and then hands-on skill set should be there. It should be such that by looking at the way you are going in and doing your job, they will make out, okay, this person has all the skill set. By looking at your hand, if you go for cooking, what happens? By looking at the hand, you can realize, okay, this person knows cooking or not. Same way in microbiology, it works like that. Okay, so yeah, you have to have a visual resume even for microbiology. You need to highlight the keywords very specifically just below the name. And one very big mistake all the freshers do is they forget to update their latest CV, latest email ID and latest phone number. So even though you got selected, you will never know that you got selected, because they are contacting you, you are not replying to their mail or call. And the second thing is, use that email ID which you always check, because you don't check your email. And even in Biotechnica, when we're doing recruitment for other companies like Biocons Engine, when we are doing recruitment for them or any other company, this happens. We will see that we are sending email, the person is not replying. So these are mistakes people do. And okay, so quickly moving on to the next question we have from Ravali Tatikonda, and that is, want to know about clinical research. What are the job opportunities of clinical research? Okay, so Ravali, first thing first, in India, people create a lot of hype, and clinical research, they created a lot of hype. So let's keep the hype aside, and then we will discuss about this question. So clinical research demand is there. There are hospitals as well as organizations which are conducting clinical research. In fact, first thing you should do is create a list of clinical research companies who are in India, and then regularly monitor them for vacancies. Okay, and by heart, what kind of research, what kind of clinical research is going on there. Okay, approach individual companies HR on LinkedIn. Okay, and make sure that you approach them with the right kind of forwarding letter and add them to your connection. Okay, and in fact, this I'm going to teach you in one of the courses which I am going to launch from next month. Okay, so Ravali, I hope that answers your question. Now, job opportunities are there in clinical research, right from the freshers level to the experience level, but you have to apply first. And many a times even before the opening comes up, it gets filled up because of references, right? So easiest way is to have the list of clinical research companies or any company, and then go in and look for their HRs in LinkedIn and connect with them, because many a times they will just post on their LinkedIn profile that, hey, I'm looking for somebody who can be a clinical research coordinator in Hyderabad. Anybody interested, please apply. So they don't post a job in LinkedIn. They just go and post regular post, like how we do it on Facebook or Instagram. That's how it is. So you will have to keep a lookout of that. Okay, you have to be very active on LinkedIn. Okay, so now question from Rajendra. Okay, guys, one very important thing. See, there are a lot of questions, and I think more than so many people are there. So the only thing which I want to highlight here is I'll be crisp and concise in my answers, If you want detailed answers, definitely you can email me. My email ID I will give you here, shekhar@biotechnica.org. I'm sure everybody has it now by now. So you can email me and I will try to answer all of you individually also if I'm not able to answer here. Okay. So the question from Rajendra is, what is next step after NET JRF? I'm in MSc final year. I attempted September exam. It was good and hopefully I got JRF. Wonderful. Great, Rajendra. I'm confused. What should be the next steps? Should I prepare for the other exams like GATE, DBT, ICMR and all, or should I prepare for PhD interview? I'm interested in both research as well as teaching. Okay, very good question, Rajendra. You are among the top 1% people who are, who qualify JRF, and if you are going to do that, that's great. So the first thing is you have to minimize your risk. Okay, you are confident that you're going to qualify, but this exam works on percentile and cutoffs. So we don't know if maths will go by your side or not. Okay, so first things first, I will say is keep preparing for your CSIR of next time side by side. Okay, because when you're preparing for CSIR, I'm not saying any other exam, CSIR, so your interview preparation, your concepts will always remain fresh. Okay, now at the same time, you can always write either of these, because you have to minimize the risk. If you keep all your eggs in one basket, if that basket is destroyed, gone. Okay, so my suggestion to you is look for other entrance exams also which you feel comfortable, because if you are good in maths, go for GATE BT. If you are good in say unit 7 of CSIR, which is animal physiology, then go for ICMR. And if you are like, okay, more or less the same as DBT, you can always write. Now another thing which during the pandemic times you have to keep in mind, and that is, see, these exams are very unpredictable. Only exam which is predictable is GATE. It is happening even during the pandemic on time, not even a single day delay. So GATE is very much predictable. If you are comfortable, go for GATE. Okay, even you can get a GATE JRF also, through which you can do PhD or MS in research. So that's something which you should do. Now coming to the PhD interview part, like I said, if you keep preparing for your CSIR, and the preparation for interview automatically happens. Yeah, but you have to be very, very specific about the topic on which you want to do the PhD and why you want to do the PhD. These are some generic questions you should be very, very thorough with, and which institutes you want to apply, like the list of institutes. So have these things handy, because the moment you qualify, you have to jump in and start applying, because even before others apply, you have to apply, get your interview done and get selected. So that's something, Rajendra, I would suggest to you. I hope that answers your question. Okay. Now, the next question is, I got an opportunity in pharma industry. Should I join? By Vijay Singh. Vijay, if the salary is fine, you should go for it. But when I say salary is fine, minimum for a fresher, at least they should offer 20,000 rupees in hand. I think that's a fair money you are asking for. But if it is less than that, don't join, because I know a lot of pharma companies, they look for scapegoats. They don't look for employees. Okay, they'll just look for someone who is looking for some experience, and they'll offer 6,000, 7,000 rupees salary also. Okay, so yeah, I'm talking about big pharma also. They do that. So don't join there. Negotiate your salary hard, and you should know that if they're saying a salary of 25,000 in hand, you'll get 20. So always talk about the in hand salary which you're going to get. I hope that answers your question, Vijay. Okay. All right. Now coming to Soundarya, and she's a question. I've completed my MSc in zoology, but we didn't get to learn much about lab work. I want to get into research. I would like to know where I can learn some important techniques and practice some lab skills. Wonderful question, Soundarya, and I'm going to answer this now. First thing is, see, we have a video on our YouTube channel, and that is top 10 lab skills which you should, prepare for, or I would say, top 10 lab skills which you should know. Okay, so any of those you can try out. That's the first thing. Okay, now the next thing is, see, especially for all those students who are doing MSc zoology and botany, see, these are hardcore science subject or hardcore biology subject, but they are not commercializable. The commercializable part or the commercializability part of MSc botany or zoology is agri-BT, agricultural biotechnology, plant biotechnology, or your animal, animal biotechnology, what we call it as of today, or regular research. So you have to, when you're doing your PhD, you will anyways get into applied biology, right? PhD is all about application, right? So applied biology. So coming to this, so lab skills video is there on our YouTube channel. I'll see if I can, send across to you, Saundarya. Can you do one thing, Saundarya? Can you email me and I'll reply to you with the link of the YouTube link so that you can watch that and it'll help you. Okay. My email ID is shekhar@biotechnica.org. I'll just reply here to you so that you get it here. Okay. So okay, next question is coming. Oh my God, a lot of questions coming in and time is less. Okay, I'll try my best, guys. So first year student in IISER Thiruvananthapuram. Wonderful, Kalyan. And you want to do as a MITAX intern in abroad, what are the qualifications so that most likely I can get selected? So Kalyan, I don't think I'm qualified enough to answer your question. I'm not sure what is a MITAX intern in abroad. So if you can throw some light on that, probably I can come and revisit your question here. However, what I'll do is I'll ask the same question. I'm copying it right now as I speak, and I'll pass on to my team here in Biotechnica. If somebody knows about it, they can definitely answer. Okay. So I think that should be fair enough, Kalyan, right? Okay. So now another thing, very important thing, guys. I don't claim to know everything about the industry. All I am saying is I've spent 16 years here. Whatever I know, I'll try to share. Okay. Right. So Hema Malini, nice name, right? I've completed PhD in biotechnology before 6 years. Okay, 6 years ago. But due to family situation, I'm working as a science teacher in a school. That's wonderful. I lost touch with biotechnology. How can I prepare? What can I do next? Can I move to secure another career? Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Yes? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I'll come back to the topic. All right. So this is a problem with most of the students. There is a career break, right? So whenever there is a career break, you have to start with the skill sets first, because you cannot do a degree now, right? Okay. You've done whatever you have done. So start with the skill set, do some certification, do some kind of internship or hands-on. Okay. Now that becomes your fresh skill set. Now when you apply for a job, okay, it will be helpful. Now coming to the second part, how can I prepare? I'm assuming that you're preparing for some competitive exam. So for that, see, whenever there's a career break, you should go for a coaching. See, when you were in your BSc or MSc, you took help of some professor, right, to qualify those exams, right? So there's no harm to go for coaching. The only thing I'm saying is go for the right coaching. Nowadays, there is a lot of quacks out there. You can see on YouTube, you can probably compare our YouTube channel with many of them, and you can see what kind of nonsense is happening. Teachers are dancing just to attract students. So that's something you should be careful about. Yeah, if you want to prepare for CESA, NET, GATE or anywhere, go for some reputed organizations. Biotechnica is one of them. You can always join us. And, you can always become a lecturer. First thing you have to know is don't think that you cannot. Okay, you have to first change the mindset and then chalk out a plan. Okay, these are the things I'm going to do. These are the places I'm going to do, going to study from, and these are the books I'm going to study from. Be in touch with your mentors, like I said, who are implementers, and you have to create a schedule and stick to it. Most of the females, I will tell you, once after the maternity, there's a break, and that the break is a good 3 years or 4 years, and then they want to get back in, on their career, and the problem is like, okay, I don't remember anything. So the best advice is go for coaching. Don't even think about it. Start 30,000-40,000 rupees. You can earn it back. But what you cannot earn it back is your time. So that time is very crucial. Go for it. Okay. I hope that answers your question, Hema. If you have any further question, you please start asking below. Okay. So there is a question from Srivani. Can you please ask our teacher about study of pollen grains in honey during her class? She told us in class about the topic. I found it interesting to choose as my PG topic. Can you please guide me through the project idea? Sure, Srivani, we will, you just drop me a mail and I will try to help you out on that. Okay. All right, Rimanika. So Rimanika today was the first student to join the session, and now that she has asked a question also. So Rimanika, you have completed ME in biotech. Wow, wonderful. I would like to do my PhD abroad in Europe. You must. However, due to Corona, I could not do much during my thesis work and hence I could not get a publication. I wanted to know how important it is to have a publication when we apply for PhD abroad. Could you tell me any chances of getting through? Also, if there is anything else I can do to better my CV to get through. Okay. Very good question, Shrimanika. Now, first things first, you're targeting the moon, you will definitely fall among the stars. Great, great job. Okay. Now, coming to publication, you should know this. 99% of the people who apply for a publication in a Scopus Index journal gets rejected. Okay, 99%. 1% gets selected. Now, why do they get rejected? There are multiple things we will discuss in some other session. But is it necessary to have a publication to, get into a PhD abroad? Not really, but if you have, it will help. So it's like, okay, I'm not hungry right now, but if somebody offers me food, definitely it will help me, right? So something like that. So it's not mandatory, but yeah, some PIs will expect that from you. Okay, because if you have that reflects your standard to them. Because if you say, okay, my publication is published in Nature, so okay, Nature, oh wow, this person has got a good, so the chances of selection is higher. That's what I can say. But here are a few things which you can do to improve your chances. The first is get teaching experience. Okay, when you have a teaching experience, whether it is a coaching institute or it is a school or a college, it works, because they're also looking for someone who can do that as well during their PhD tenure. Okay. The second thing is, get relevant hands-on experience in a lab in India, a reputed lab, say CSR lab, temporary JRF ki to bhari padi hai. There are so many openings. You can go and get some experience, 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years. I think ideal would be 1 year. So that will improve your chances. Okay. And when you're doing a research, obviously you will get opportunities to publish paper. If you get one, do it. Okay. I hope that answers your question, Ramanika. And wonderful dream you have got. You should try that. Okay. Now, coming to Neha, please give full detail on food microbiology and toxicology. So Neha Tiwari, we have a full article on this, I guess. Okay, if you drop me a mail on shekhar@biotechnica.org, I'll reply back with the link and that will help you. Okay, so next, best topics to do PhD when join in next 3 years. Okay, Priyadarshini, wonderful question. I think we should do a separate video for this actually. So here's your answer. Anything which is applied biology, anything which is related to computers, anything which is related to bioinformatics, anything related to CRISPR, anything related to NGS, anything related to your drug discovery, anything related to agri-BT, food BT, should do it, because these things are commercializable in the industry. Anything related to bioprocess, anything related to biomedical, anything which is interdisciplinary, like you are a biology candidate doing physics research, that kind of, that has got an application, right? So I think I told you more than 10 topics, right? So that will help you, because 10 years from today, see, today we can talk face to face. Tomorrow or 10 years from today, we'll be meeting in a 3-dimensional room probably. Okay, where you can see me from side and you can see me from front. It will be like, multiple cameras, 3D setup. So things are going to be changed. There'll be quantum computing, quantum biology. So those things you should target. Okay. Now, next question, I'm sure everybody will ask is, sir, these techniques are not in India. It's there in the, what do you call, the top 1% labs. It is there. You need to open your eyes, look out for the projects and apply there. Okay. Now, Adipu Soumya, hi sir, good evening. Can you please explain the scope of clinical research and job opportunities? I think I have already answered that, Soumya. You can probably, I'm recording this also, you can check the recording on YouTube. Somewhere I'll post it, either YouTube or I'll post somewhere. You can just rewind it and check it out. And we do have a very nice article on this clinical research thing and the job opportunities you can check. Only one thing I would like to add here is you have to be really active on LinkedIn and form connections with HR of these companies. So because they don't really post a job all the time, they will post it on their profile that I'm looking for a clinical research coordinator. Anybody please, apply, something like that. So you have to be really alert there. Okay. So Kahar Mayuri, okay, nice name. Suggest me some topics for microbiology field. Okay. So if you ask me, first things first, microbiology is not my expertise, so I don't think I should be. However, what you can do is you can drop me a mail and I will connect you to the right microbiology expert in Biotechnica and they will answer your question. I hope that answers your question, Mayuri. Okay. Quickly, next question. Shivani, BSc Honors Biotechnology. Okay. BSc Biomedical Genetics. Nice. Entered into a private job with Genpact. Okay. Wonderful. Please guide, it is a right decision or should I go for a JRF or a PhD? Okay, looking at your profile, if you're satisfied with your job, that's a right place to be. Okay, there are very less people who get into Genpact. So if you are already into Genpact, probably you should grow with the job. Okay. One caution I'll tell you is whenever you are on a job, you feel academics is more lucrative. Whenever you are in academics, you feel that job is more lucrative. Okay. So it's a human psychology. It has nothing to do with the company or the job. As long as you are happy with the job, you're passionate about the work which is happening, and you're learning on the job, I think that's the best. That's the best place to be. Okay. So Shivani, I hope that answers your question. However, see, if you do a PhD, that's something which I have learned when I was, doing this biotech career ladder video. I, spoke to so many senior scientists, applied scientists, and they told me this, that after some point in time, the progress stops in the industry. So that is where PhD or postdoc is required. So what I can tell you, Shivani, is gain experience, say 5 years or 3 years experience in Genpact. In the meanwhile, prepare for CSIRNet. We do have a working professional batch which happens 7 to 10 in the evening. You can join Biotechnica's working professional batch. Prepare side by side, and you can crack it. If you could crack Genpact interview, cracking CSIRNet would be easy for you. Okay, just you have to do is go little step by step. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Now coming to the next question, which is from Shivani. So this is the time to do a project. So I found this platform to ask this doubt. Sorry if it found convenient in this section. No problem, Shivani, you can ask me. So I want to do a good project for my master's. So I thought to develop idea told by Priyansha ma'am. Okay, so this is a follow-up of the previous question. So Shivani, definitely this is the right platform actually. See, I would love to take up your question, but I have to connect you to her. So that is why I said you drop me a mail, I'll connect you to her. Okay. Okay. Now, Vivek, good evening. And can you give me some tricks to crack BCL exam? Okay. So BCL exam, first thing you have to look for the previous question papers. Look for some mentor or some senior who is already qualified. You can always go and check on LinkedIn, just type BCL qualified, you will find somebody. Connect with them, just ask them questions, they will guide you. The third thing which I can tell you is, if I'm not wrong, the BCL exam is now renamed as some other exam. But maybe I'm getting confused with some other exam. So you need to find that out and look at the question pattern, and get in touch with Biotechnica's. I think Farhan Zamir sir will be the best person to guide you on this. Okay. Yeah. So that, I hope that answers your question, Vivek. Now coming to Sachin, how to get into IITs for PhD? Nice question. What is the minimum gate score if one has CSIR, JRF, should go for written test and interview? Okay, so if you write GATE, 99.99 percentile also may get rejected for PhD. All the IITs will have their own personal interviews and personal, separate exams after GATE. So you need to qualify that. Okay, and generally people above 94 percentile get called for this particular thing. So if you apply, you will get called if you have 94 percentile and above in the IITs, but you'll have to qualify those entrance exams and interview, then you get the PhD. Okay, in IITs. Now coming to the next question which you have, CSIR JRF, should he go for written test or interview? Yes, you should. If you have a CSIR JRF also, you should apply and try out your luck, because the chance of getting selected is anyways higher, because the concepts are going to be more or less the same. Okay, Sudipta. So, okay, are you the same Sudipta who always likes my post on LinkedIn? If you're the same, I always observe you. So just a hi to you. Thank you so much for liking my posts on LinkedIn. I post every day. Okay, so as I have communicated with you through mail recently, yes, we did. Being a PG microbiology student at Bengaluru, looking for industrial training or short internship program, so can I find or get a opportunity in the industry? Can you help me out? Okay, so there's some companies which I know which will help you for industrial training. Okay, Biocon also has it. Biozin has it. Okay, and short-term internships, I think Biozin is a good place to be in. Then Biotechnica's internship section, you keep looking there. We post a lot of internship. Recently we had from NCCS, I guess, or even WHO has internships. So there were multiple internships happening in different parts of the world in different companies. We posted, if you follow, that will help you. Okay. So, and yeah, if you are in Bangalore, this is something which you all should know. If you guys are in Bangalore, you want to meet me, Biotechnica, just Google out Biotechnica and come and meet me. I would love to meet you guys. Okay, just walk in and say that I want to meet Shekhar sir. Before coming, just let me know. Generally, I'll tell you in between what time I'm free. So in between 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, if you're walking in and say that I want to meet Shekhar sir, I'll find out time for you. Okay, but drop me a mail before coming so that I know you're coming, because as soon as you come and say that you want to meet the CEO of the company, they may not allow. So if you drop me a mail that, sir, I have come, I'll definitely come and meet you. So that's a trick. Guys, if you're in Bangalore, please come and meet me. I would love to meet you guys, because, it's ultimately whatever we're doing, we're very passionate about it, and we're doing it for you. So guys, please do that. Anonymous attendee, आप नाम क्यों छुपा रहे हो? So what is the difference between CV and cover letter? Okay, nice question actually. CV and cover letter. So CV is your biodata, resume, and cover letter is something which you write as an email or as a letter to that person that, hey, I saw this position, so I want to apply. I am really passionate about this thing, and I would love to, get in touch with you and have a personal round, something like that. So you basically write an email to them. That's probably more or less is a cover letter. Now, here is something which I want to give to all of you. Okay, so. So here is something which I'm going to give to all of you. There is a gift for all of you. There is an app. It's a Chrome extension actually. You go to Google Chrome extension store and type TEXTI. Okay, it's called Texti. So that's a Chrome extension which is AI powered. If you want to have a sample of cover letter, you can just install it and say, write a cover letter for me, and it will write a cover letter and you can use it in your jobs. Okay, that will be really great. Okay, Shiva has another question. Great. Is it okay to join the project first in the institute if everything is okay, like PI and work environment, and join PhD later? Is it a waste of time and fellowship to join project program? No, it's not a waste of time. Actually, it's a smart move actually. Okay. So when you join there in some project and you know the work environment, because I know this personally, that if the work environment is toxic, you will not enjoy your PhD. And if you don't enjoy your PhD, you will not probably get the max out of it. See, PhD is all about passion, right? And that's where I have seen guides, हमारे ज़माने में ये होता था, they will say, okay, सब्जी लेके आओ, PhD student सब्जी लेके guide के घर आ रहा है. That was so wrong. Nowadays, I hope that doesn't happen. So, you get into a lab, you get to know the work culture there, and then probably you apply for PhD. I think that's a win-win situation. It's not a time waste, and you get to know the work environment like within a month or so, right? So yeah, Shiva, that's a smart move, I would say. Okay, another anonymous attendee. अरे भाई नाम क्यों छुपा रहे हो आप लोग? So can we do PhD after BTech in biotechnology in foreign countries? As far as I know, yes, you can. Okay, but different universities have different criteria. Please check the eligibility before you apply. As far as I know, yes, many universities accept it. Okay, now India also accepts this. Okay, now can we do a PhD after doing? Okay, I have answered that. Okay, you asked me 2 times. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. नागालंबिका जी बिरादर, आपका नाम मैंने कहीं सुना है. I've heard your name somewhere. Probably we have interacted earlier in the past. Okay, is it better to directly join PhD after BTech or have some experience by doing the job after BTech? Okay, here's the answer to this. If you're getting a job, take it, okay, after BTech, but into the hardcore biotech sector. Gain some experience. While you're gaining experience, prepare for your CSINet in the evenings. And like we have a working professional batch, 7 to 10, you can join that. And once you've done that, later qualify CSINet and go for the PhD, okay? Because when you'll go for PhD interview, they'll value you a lot when you have an industry experience. And that's something other candidates won't have. So your chances of getting selected is higher, okay? And later on, after your PhD also, when you'll apply, for others, they don't have a job experience. You have job experience plus PhD experience. So you will become more valuable. So here is a trick, guys, for all of you. I think this is a formula you can follow. After BTech or MSc, if you're getting a job, take it. Side by side, prepare for CSINet, because that's a smart move, okay? And CSINet is not very tough. All you need is, okay, 9 to 5, you did the job, or 9 to 6, whatever, and the evenings you can prepare, okay, or weekends you can prepare. However, I will say, don't go for a weekend preparation, go for daily 3 hours preparation. That's more than sufficient, okay? Okay. Now, what should I do after BSc from Life Sciences? Neha Gupta. So, Neha, no-brainer, go for MSc. Second thing, you can write CUET PG, get into some good university, which has got some placements. Okay, no college will give you 100% placement. That's something which you should know. But yeah, if they have 30%, 40% placements also, that's fine, fair enough. You get in, okay, and start doing your masters. While you're doing your masters, do some internship, hands-on skill set training and certification courses, and or if possible, prepare for CSNET. Okay, and many students say that, sir, बहुत पढ़ लिया, I just want to get into a job and just not study anymore. This is a temporary mindset which happens to all of us. For example, I'll tell you, after this live session, probably I'll feel like, "Arey, ek ghanta bol liya, let's not have it next time." So this is a fatigue which is talking, not me, because I am very passionate about talking to you, right? It's my fatigue probably saying, "Nahi, nahi, thak gaye." So you should target your PhD from now itself. Right, I'll tell you my story. Okay, so when at the age of 19, so I knew and I saw the gap. I saw that okay, there has to be a biotech company which educates and tells people about opportunities. So I started so early, at the age of 19. Right, when you start early, you have more advantage than others, and that's what you can do, Neha. Okay, coming to the next question, Shivani. Yes, sir. Lab facilities is minimal in college, so please suggest the lab. Okay. So there are multiple labs. You can get in as a temporary JRF or SRF or project assistant in a lot of CSIR labs which we keep posting. Apart from that, there are some PED hands-on trainings happening. Even you can get in there as well. Okay. All right. Anand Shukla. Yeah. So right now I'm okay. There are so many questions coming in. Okay, guys. I have only 8 minutes. I'll try to solve as many questions as possible. Whatever I missed out, kaan pakad ke sorry bol raha hu. Whatever questions I missed out, please email me. Is it okay? Right? Is it okay? Next time also, I'll post your questions as videos for my our YouTube channel. I think that's sufficient. Okay, that should be fair enough. So drop me a mail. Agar kuch question chhoot jata hai, to I have now 7 minutes. Okay, quickly. So let's jump in. Anand Shukla, right now I'm in BTech Biotechnology final year. Can you please guide me on how can I become scientist in the field of molecular biology? Moreover, I want to pursue masters in molecular biology, but I don't find any college in India. Okay, so molecular biology, even I need to look at if there is somebody who's giving you specific MSc molecular biology. I have not heard of that. There should be some university which is giving. So you want to become a scientist in the field of molecular biology. See, first things first, you do your PhD. And when you're doing your PhD, choose your topic, which is molecular biology, right? And for that, you don't need to do MSc in molecular biology. That's another thing which you should know. To get a specialization in any field, you don't need to do that as a master's. Okay, if you do it, very good. But if you don't do it also, it's fine. Right? For example, I am passionate about genetics. Okay, I want to do PhD in genetics. I want to become a geneticist or a genetic scientist. Right? Doesn't mean that I need to do MSc in genetics. Okay, if I have a MSc in genetics, that will be helpful. But it will not be like somebody who is not cannot become a geneticist. You can still do it. Okay, so that's something which you should know, Anand. Okay, about the college or university, drop me a mail. I'll find out and definitely help you out there. Okay. Nagalambika, ekor question. Okay, wonderful. One more question is different from above. Okay, how should I pursue my career in forensic science abroad? Okay, I want to do research in this area, but I don't know how to go in this area. Okay, so here's something you should know. There's an article on forensic science scope and how you should do it in our Biotechnica. If you drop me a mail, I'll send you the link. Okay, now coming to the next thing which you have is, okay, how to get into forensic science abroad. See, first things first is your experience. You need to gain experience in forensic science in India. If you can do that, then if you apply for some companies or some labs or some institutes abroad in some university, your chances of getting selected will be high, because there are so many generic people trying to get in. So if you have a work experience as well as some kind of degree, say PhD in forensic science, that will help you get there as a postdoc. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Nagalambika. If there is any further follow-up questions, drop me a mail. Okay, where to go to improve my skills as a MSc biotechnology freshers? Revati, आप सही जगह पे हो, Biotechnica. But I'll not praise ourselves, okay? But I'll tell you something. See, whatever possible virtually we are trying. We do have a lab in Bangalore, but it is running full right now with hands-on CRISPR things. So we really don't have a place there, but we'll try to accommodate you guys for hands-on for other skill set in future. But yeah, right now CRISPR की इतनी demand है कि they are like going crazy. Every college in Bangalore is booking with us for their students. So that's where the problem is. But yeah, coming to the skill set, I'll give you a shortcut. Go to Biotechnica store, go to the certification courses section. Whatever name of courses you see, all those are skill set, and at least 5 to 7 of them you should have. Okay, whether you take the certification from Biotechnica or you do a hands-on elsewhere does not matter, but you should have those. Okay, but choose those 7 which is your passion. Don't not like मुझे करना है इसलिए करना है, but because शेखर सर ने कहा इसलिए करना है. No, you have to be really passionate about it. Okay, so 4 minutes left now, guys. Okay, I think okay, best topics to do PhD. मैंने reply किया, Priyadarshini have replied that. Okay. Some pharma companies offering work abroad option. Aurobindo Pharma. Take it. If the salary is decent, take it, Vijay. Okay. Sachin, how to get into IITs? I think I have answered that question, Sachin. I'm not sure why it is repeating. Pinpoint criteria like gate score for general category, written test, interview. Okay, this is the question, right? So PhD from IITs, you want to know like specific gate score for general category. I told you 99.99%. That's somewhere your chances becomes highest. However, you still need to write the written test inside IIT and interview you have to face. Okay. I can refer you to somebody whom I know from my network. Dr. Aditya Iyer is there in my network. You can probably get in touch with him right now. Probably, I think he's abroad. He's in US or Europe probably. If you just go into my LinkedIn and look for my circle and look for Dr. Aditya Iyer, he'll be the right person. There's another person who did PhD from IIT in my network, Dr. Sajan Agrawal. You can probably look for in my LinkedIn. They will guide you. Okay, so I can refer you to them. Okay. Does Biotechnica provide career counseling? Yes, anonymous attendee. Yes, we do. अभी उसका एक sample आपने देखा. Right now I'm doing. Very soon we are going to launch that as a separate service also for all of you. Okay. Okay, how can I get a job in wet lab? Revati, get experience. And how do you get experience? Hands-on training, internships, certification courses. Once you have that, do some temporary JRF contractual positions, and then you can apply in wet labs. They'll take you. Okay. Okay, I think I'm running out of time. 2 minutes left. Okay, what are the steps I need to follow from starting day of Messi Biotech? Vaishnavi, कितना अच्छा question पूछा है, लेकिन last में पूछा. Do one thing, please. I will also save it somewhere. Please drop me a mail on this. I would love to make a video or something. ठीक है? Okay, I have saved it now. Okay. बट प्लीज वैष्णवी सेंड मी ए मेल ताकि मैं डेफिनेटली इस पे एक वीडियो बना के आपको दूंगा. बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है ये. ठीक है. माय प्लान इज टू टोटली शिफ्ट इनटू इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर एंड जॉब मार्केट आफ्टर माय पीजी. Yeah, that's a good plan. Sudipta, currently I'm in first year PG microbiology students. Will there be less success if I stop at PG level? Watch my career guide, career ladder, biotech career ladder वाला वीडियो देखना सुदीप्ता. That will guide you. Okay, I think that's a वन लाइन आंसर टू यू. वो वाला वीडियो देखो, उसको आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. बीटेक बायोटेक प्लस पीएचडी इन जीनोम एडिटिंग फॉरेन में. वंडरफुल. एनोनिमस अटेंडी, आपका नाम क्या है बताइए. बहुत अच्छा कॉम्बिनेशन है. रवाली, can PhD be done in 2 years? Not at all. 3 years also if you're doing, that's bad. You should actually spend 5 years. Okay, 4 to 5 years, 4.5 years is standard. Anonymous attendee, I've done MSc plant biology. What kind of jobs are available? Look at Biotechnica. That's one line answer. Last 1 minute, guys. I am just running through the questions now. Could not crack JRF. What can I do further, sir? Try again. That's first thing. Don't be afraid of the future. Today or tomorrow, I'm going to upload a video on how to make yourself and your parents proud. Okay? Please watch that video. And that will help you. Okay, so anonymous attendee, आपका नाम मुझे पता नहीं है, but मैं आपको definitely help करूंगा. This is one video going to come up for you guys. Okay, Karthik, I'm Siddha Medicine. You completed 2010. Okay, 22 August. I completed forensic nanotechnology. Wow, with specialization in nanobiotechnology. I'm trying for PhD. Is it correct decision? Yeah, it is. As long as you love your field, it is. I think that's not a bad decision. Go for it. Kartika, if you love your field, if you love your subject, go do it. That's an amazing degree. You already have got a very high specialization. Very rare people have that, Kartika. Priyadarshini, what about every Tuesday career counseling session? Yeah, I'm going to come every Tuesday. Going to try, okay? So it's still, I'm going to come, but just that I missed out yesterday. There's some demo class going on, or मैं उसका part था, so I missed out. So I'm doing it today, but every Tuesday we'll try to do that, okay? Both morning shift and evening shift, same CSI or different? No, question paper different tha, but question difficulty level, they say it was same, okay? Yeah, so that I hope. When is GATE BT in 2024 starting? So GATE BT will be in February, January, end of February. Paper published is necessary for doing PhD? Not necessary, but it is ideal. You should have it. Okay, while doing research, anyways, you will have some novel research, so publish it. There's no harm in that. Before PhD, if you have a paper published, that's a great thing. Okay, Sri Vidya. It's not mandatory, but if you have it, why not do it? If you have some novel research done, publish it. When is GATE BT 2024 batch starting in biotechnica? 2024 to abhi start nahi hoga, it will start next year May only. But if you want to prepare, you can target 2023 as for experience sake, and again 2024 will start in May. That is how you can do. Economically backward, I'm afraid of future. Don't be. First thing. You're born poor, that's not your mistake. If you die poor, that's gonna be a mistake. If you're afraid, that's a paper tiger. कागजी शेर है वो. Don't be scared. Anonymous attendee. डरिए मत. ठीक है? लड़ जाओ, भिड़ जाओ. You have all the capabilities, all the capacities, and all the talent which other people have. All you have to do is remember you're unique in this world. Go create a dent in this world. Okay. How can we acquire skills from every field of biotechnology? Okay, this is going to be the last question, guys. How can we acquire skills from every field of biotechnology? You don't need to be a special, jack of all. Choose one particular field of biotechnology and become a passionate observer, learner of that field. And that will help you win the world. So I hope I have answered all the questions of today's Q&A session. Thank you so much for joining in. Let me tell you this. There are very rare occasions when we get a chance to talk to all of you like this, and here is a giveaway or something I would like to tell you. Each person who has attended this session, if I have your email ID, I'm going to send you a gift. If not today, probably tomorrow, I'll send you a gift, right, for attending this session. And all those who are watching this session recorded later, remember, you can ask all your questions to me and to all the other experts of Biotechnica. Next time, I'll come with another expert of Biotechnica, not just me. There'll be another expert of Biotechnica. I'll inform you in advance, and together we'll collaborate. Okay? And then we'll win the world, right? Are you ready, guys? Yes. Thank you so much. I think I answered 65 questions today. Oh my God. 65 questions today. Thank you so much for attending this session. And I'll see you in the next Ask Me Anything session. Wonderful, guys. Stay pumped. Stay geared. You're going to win because you are a biotechnical. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.